Hey guys, what's going on? It's Don here from Nova Spirit Tech, and today we're going to be doing a Ryzen CPU and iGPU versus RAM speed benchmark video. So let's get started. So Ryzen CPUs are heavily dependent on the RAM speed, and that's because they have something called the Infinity Fabric. Now, I'll leave a link in the description below to talk more about it, but in layman's terms, I could say that Infinity Fabric is much like the old school front side bus. You know how you could adjust it higher, the megahertz, and your CPU would go faster? That's exactly the same thing with this. I haven't seen much tests as far as RAM speed versus iGPU, and that's something that I wanted to direct this more towards. So today we're going to be using the Ryzen 3 2200G with 8 gigs of dual channel G-Skill RAM. And as far as benchmark, we're going to be using the Heavenly Benchmark and Cinebench. So I'm going to let the entirety of the Heavenly Benchmark run, and it's about 4 minutes. So if you want to skip ahead, I'll leave a time code right here. That way you know when I'm going to start talking about that. So let's start it. So as you can see from the benchmark, the results are very obvious. From 2133 all the way to 2666 megahertz, you can see that there's an increase in frames, especially about a 9% increase per level. So if you get up to 2800 megahertz or 3000 or 3200, it's going to increase. And this is for the IGPU. So let's go into a CPU test and see how much that increased. So as you can see, as far as the CPU test, it didn't grant that much of an improvement in speed. A little bit, a couple of points here and there, and I was just using Cinebench. So I'm going to drop a graph right here just so you guys could see the difference between the three frequencies, iGPU and CPU. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was something that I wanted to make just to have definitive proof that how much of a difference increasing RAM speed would help the iGPU. As well as the cat's kind of out of the bag now. I am building a Ryzen build next week, so you want to stay tuned for that. And remember to enable your notifications so you know when that video is going to be out. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So before I let you go, I want to ask you a question and also want to show you something. Now, what kind of benchmark software would you like to see? Whether it's being Heavenly Benchmark or Firestrike or I don't know, leave it in the comments below. And also what games you want me to demo while I'm doing like benchmark scores and testing and stuff. And this is the thing I wanted to show you. I did like, I stuck some tape up here just to do those benchmark scores. That way I know where the resolution is. And that's how I got those aisles down. I made it up to like 6 different aisles. That way I could do more benchmarks in the future. So yeah, that's a little hack for you guys. And yeah, as I say in my nerd cave, hack till it hurts.